Every day at Sierra, you'll find top brand apparel, footwear, and gear for 20 to 60% less than department and specialty store prices. And during clearance time at Sierra, those incredible prices are 40 divided by 2.5, carry the 1, even lower. And when you shop clearance at Sierra, you can save a whole lot more on everything you need to get active and outside. That's a lot of saving. Epic brands, vast selection, teeny tiny prices. That's Sierra. Visit your local Sierra store today or shop online at Sierra.com.
My dad taught me a lot, including how easy it is to forget to cancel things. So I downloaded Experian, my BFF, big financial friend. Experian could help me cancel my unused subscriptions and lower my bills, saving me hundreds a year. Get started with the Experian app today. Your big financial friends here to help you save smarter. Results will vary. Not all bills or subscriptions eligible. Savings not guaranteed. $631 a year. Average savings with 1+ negotiations and 1+ cancellations. Paid membership with connected payment account required. See Experian.com for details.
Experian. This is Optimal Health Daily. When in doubt, write the truth, by Dr. Elana Miller of ZenPsychiatry.com, and I'm Dr. Neil. Welcome to another Sunday bonus episode. This is where I like to share an episode from another podcast in our network, usually overlapping a bit with what we talk about here. And this one comes from my brother's podcast, Optimal Living Daily. You can find that podcast by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. And with that, here's my brother Justin, along with his commentary as we optimize your life.
When in doubt, write the truth, by Elana Miller of ZenPsychiatry.com. I wasn't going to write a post today. Usually by the time Tuesday rolls around, I've had a burst or two of inspiration and have at least an inkling of an idea of what to say. But this week, nothing. Oh, sure, there were a few ideas. They felt insincere though, so I let them go. This morning I told myself, why stress about this? People will understand if I take a week off from the blog. I figured I'd say briefly that I was feeling sick and not up to writing. Then I'd come back to it next week. It wasn't until tonight that I realized what was really going on. The problem wasn't a lack of things to write about. The problem was that the truth was painful, and I didn't want to tell you. But how could I go wrong by telling you the truth? There is a purity in the truth, a vulnerability, a rawness. When you tell the truth, no one can tell you you're wrong, or you can safely ignore the few who try. When you tell the truth, you build a foundation. When you project an image, you build a house of cards. Oh, and the truth is not an excuse to smugly hide behind while you say careless and insensitive things to others. But I was just being honest. That's called being a bag. Anyway, so I decided when in doubt, when I don't know what to write about, I will tell you the truth. I just ask you one thing in return. If you can, just stay present with me for this story. There is no need to reassure me, to tell me everything is going to be all right, that everything happens for a reason, that this all will be over soon, that I'll be a better person for it. Do you really know if these things are true any more than I do? Oh, for the love of God, please don't tell me to be positive. The truth is that I'm in a lot of pain. By early evening, my body aches from the weight of the day. If I've had chemo or a shot of Neupogen, it's much worse. I feel sicker on the days I have chemo, even before the infusion, as if my body knows what's coming and wants to tell me, no thanks. The pain meds help, but not as much as they used to. I thought switching from inpatient to outpatient chemo would be a breeze, but I was wrong. I thought the worst was behind me, but it's not. As my body gets weaker and less able to recover, the side effects get worse. I try not to think of how much treatment I have left, 9 months, but it's hard to forget. I didn't have any nausea before, but I have it now. Even when I'm not nauseated, I have no desire for food. I'm losing weight, and even my cancer pants are getting loose. Definition of cancer pants, the fashionable, smaller-sized pants one buys after losing weight from cancer treatments because one looks like a hobo in her regular-sized pants. I'm lonely. It's not so exciting anymore that I have cancer. I see people around me returning to their normal lives, and I don't get to. I wonder if maybe I have to walk this path alone. If I didn't feel so sick and therefore emotionally hypersensitive, I probably wouldn't care as much as I do. This hypersensitivity is both a blessing and a curse because I can now read these subtle differences in how people say, for example, let me know if there's anything you need. Because I need so much, I can read when a person means it and will be there for me in any way that is humanly possible. I can read when the words are said out of obligation or carelessness, or because a person would like to think that they're generous but isn't really thinking about what they're saying and will artful dodge my request when I follow up. The latter hurts more, a lot more, than if nothing was said in the first place. I'm tired all the time. I used to shoot out of bed early in the morning, even on the weekends, excited about all the things I would do that day. Now I wake up around 11 and spend most of my time on the couch watching mindless TV. When I have more energy, I play Sudoku on my phone. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bored. I imagine boredom as feeling as if you have nothing to do. I have the opposite problem. I have so much I'd like to do, but I can't do any of it. I'm not quite sure why I'm telling you all this, other than I want you to know and want to remind myself that there is no shame in being in pain. It doesn't always need to be fixed. It doesn't always need to be corrected. I know that people often try to reassure others in pain for the most well-intentioned reasons. We see another person suffering and it breaks our heart. We want to reach out and make it better. We want to say the perfect thing. If you find yourself in this situation, let me offer an alternative. First, connect with what you're feeling. What is happening in your body? What emotions are rising up? What thoughts are passing through your mind? Maybe you hate to see them suffer, or your heart goes out to them, or you care so much that it hurts. First, connect with your inner experience. Then, say something true. When in doubt, speak the truth. When in doubt, write the truth. You just listened to the post titled, When in Doubt, Write the Truth by Elana Miller of ZenPsychiatry.com.
Right now, there's a talented person out there who could take your company to the next level. Do you want to hope they see your job post before your competitors? Or do you want to match with them with Indeed sponsored jobs? Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates so you can reach the exact people you want faster. I love that Indeed speeds up hiring. When I've hired in the past, the process was overwhelming. I wish I'd used Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed. Sometimes I just don't have the time or brain space for proper grocery shopping. With a long commute, shopping for groceries is the last thing I want to do. That all changed with Hungry Root. It's the easiest way to get healthy. Just tell them what you like, don't like, and your goals, and Hungry Root fills your cart with personalized recommendations. It's the perfect way to actually stick with your New Year's resolution of starting fresh with healthy eating. For my Hungry Root order, I was able to get the veggies and proteins I specifically wanted for my weekly meal prep, plus a couple sides and pre-made meals for convenience, all fresh and delivered quickly. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/OHD and use code OHD. That's hungryroot.com/OHD, code OHD, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life.
Big thank you to Dr. Elana for that post. That had to be a tough one to write. Difficult to narrate for me. Really good points there. And actually, I do want to share that this was written back in 2014. So she's a cancer survivor going strong, which is awesome. Hope you found the post valuable. When I'm consoling someone in pain, it's definitely something I'll think about. Hopefully you too. That'll do it for today. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.